Hey everyone! So I'm here with a little project for the Fairy Tale Club. This is using the new This Is Halloween kits. So what I made here is a little autograph book for my trip to Disney World. Um, uh, I'm going the ending of October, literally the last week, and the first week of November. So I'm going over Halloween, and if you've ever been to any of the Disney parks in the fall, everything is decked out and like pumpkins and everything. It looks like Halloween Town, basically. So I decided to make a little, this is a mini book really, because this is how a mini book will be structured, but I decided to make myself a little autograph book. So if you know, I don't know if you have kids or when you were a kid, if you ever picked up one of the Disney autograph books at the parks, so that whenever you met a Disney character, they can sign it for you, and then you come home and you have all these autographs. So my friend and I are doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I decided, I was like, it'd be really cool if I made my own autograph book, because I think she's planning to see a lot of the characters, and so we'll probably do that together and get pictures and everything, and it'll be a really nice keepsake to have them autograph something for me. So I made this little book out of chipboard. So this is chipboard and the papers from the kit. It's roughly 4x6, so my idea was that right now it doesn't have any photographs in them, but when I get like autographs and have people, have the characters autograph, when I come home, I can print out a 4x6 photo of me and that character and just insert it into my little book here. Because how I have it binded is with these rings that you just kind of snap them open and then you can punch anything in here. And I have 2 rings here. So the cover I made out of chipboard. You can get chipboard anywhere. I have tons of chipboard because I love making little books like this. And I use the paper. This is one of the paper. The white paper with the black and white, the black stars and the orange stars. They're little sketch stars. And on the inside I actually use the backing because this is my favorite paper from the entire kit, and I really didn't want to cut into it just to get 2 pieces. So I used this from one of the backing cards, the packaging, and I just cut it down to size and glued it down. I think I have a video somewhere on my channel where I show you how to make planner insert storage binders, and it's basically the same concept to make this little mini book. It's just shrunken down smaller. So on the front, I use a bunch of the ephemera pieces and a bit of flair and some stickers. Since I'm going to Disney, I loved this magic that's in this gold foil. It's a sticker from one of the sticker sheets. So I used it and I said magic treat. I would have loved it said magical treat, but it's fine. And I love these little, this was from the cut apart sheet, and they're little tickets, and that said admit 1, and it was just so many cute little ones, and I loved it. And I put a tag here. I actually strung it with some kind of white and gold string, some other cut aparts, candy lollipop, candy corn, a heart, one of the bats, and then I took out some enamel dots that I had in my stash, and I just used colors that worked with the kit. And of course, this little flare. I love flare, and I decided just to put one right there on the cover. So we open it up, of course we get my inside cover, and then on this page, this is actually a piece of acetate. It's the acetate that came in the kit, and I wanted to use it because it's so freaking cute, and so I just kind of backed it on this card. So okay, let me just say that all of my inserts, like all of my page inserts, they're all made from the personal sized planner divider inserts. So I don't think I cut into any of my paper except for the cover. So that's the only 12x12 sheet of paper that I cut into, is to get the paper for the cover. But for the inserts, they're all the personal size, because all I had to do is trim from the top or the bottom and just punch it in, and it fit. But from the personal size planner inserts, so that's what I'm using. Of course, I included some white cardstock as well for my stash, but that is basically what I'm using, is just those planner inserts. So I loved this plaid background just so that you can see the little heart jack-o'-lanterns. It just didn't take away from the acetate. And then here, from the cut apart sheet, I took out a label and then I cut this one that said October and made it into a little banner. And I'm not sure what I'm going to write here. I was thinking Disney World and then maybe the dates, but I left it blank for now. And I have this little orange paper clip from my stash. I believe I got it at the Target dollar spot, but it matched the kit, so I wanted to kind of hold the two together. So the next few pages will be my autograph pages. So anywhere that I left white cardstock is where they can have room to autograph. This page here, I was trying to decide if I wanted to leave it blank or put something here. I might actually go back in and put something here, but for right now, I kind of left it blank. Again, I'm using the dividers, and some of the dividers had, like this one had the bat on here, so I just kind of covered it with the white cardstock, and then I used whatever I trimmed off, you know, because I had to trim off from some of the top or the bottom. I used those extra strips to decorate, and of course this is from the ephemera pack. So this one I kind of left as is because it said Halloween is my favorite thing. I embellished it with some of the bats from the kit and of course enamel dots that I thought matched that were from my stash. And on the opposite side, I always try to leave one side like decorative and then one side somewhere to write a signature. So here I left a tiny little spot. I actually should have extended this a bit more, but that should be fine. And then of course I decorated with embellishments, enamel dots, and some of this was from the packaging actually, just to balance out the colors. This was from the cut apart and I just kind of cut it out of the square. And I'm so happy that I had enamel dots in my stash that actually matched the kit. Here I left this one completely original how it was because I just loved that. And on the opposite side, I used this paper as my background and of course the cardstock, and then I just embellished it just a little bit. And I try to get like both sides coordinating in colors. This one again, I kind of left it blank because I just love this illustration of this little witch. And here I love this paper so much, but I wanted to utilize it for signatures. So of course I put a little bit of white cardstock and I backed it on again some packaging, and then I cut this little piece out because I needed to balance out that orange, and I kind of put it there sort of like washi tape. So here we have little Thackeray Binks. He's like my favorite, oh my goodness. This one it said beware here on it. So what I did was I took the extra pieces from this and I lined it here because it was, I think it was a green background and it said beware. I'm not even sure. So yeah, I think this was like a green background, but I know it said beware on it. So what I did was I took the strips from this paper and I just kind of lined it. I wanted to keep that black edge there, so of course I lined it towards the black edge. Then I covered it with a strip of that white cardstock, and then I just embellished it with a little Thackeray Binks and this little lightning bolt sticker. On the opposite side, this is from the cut apart sheet. It says candy now. It says please here, but it's kind of X'd out, and then candy, and this is thank you. I just kind of wanted to keep the colors kind of balanced, so I needed to add a little bit more orange over here, and then I used this arrow sticker, sort of like a little washi piece. So this next page, this one had something here, and I didn't want it, so I covered the entire thing, but before that I backed the cardstock with one of the packaging and I ran it through my sewing machine just to give it a little bit of texture, and then I glued it kind of haphazardly here, embellished it with some of the heart ephemera. And then on the opposite side, I think this was from the cut apart sheet that I put a spell on you, and this one was from the ephemera pack. So I strung them together and then kind of glued them down like that, and this exclamation point was from the ephemera pack, and it's supposed to be, you know, for the Halloween or whatever, but I kind of put it there because I wanted to emphasize that I put a spell on you. I love this paper. The hearts is my favorite. So this one is pretty simple. I just kind of backed the entire card. I left a little border here with the white cardstock, and on the opposite side I kind of mostly left this little kitty witch alone. I just kind of embellished up here to say boo with one of those gold foil stickers, and then some stars. This one unfortunately had to poke the hole through. some stars, and enamel dots. So here I kind of left Thackeray Binks completely how he is. On this side I just kind of put some more of that white cardstock, and I took these stickers from my stash. I believe they're from the Crate Paper Snow and Cocoa collection, and I wrote out Binks and then used one of the gold foil stickers that said Eek on it, put some black enamel dots, and I cut out these stars from this paper. Of course I had to cut it down if you notice. I just fussy cutted them out so I can just balance those stars on this side. So that one's really simple. And then this one's also really simple. Again, I just kind of matted white cardstock on this black paper and just have that border. And then on here, I used this piece from the cut apart, and then I cut this square out of this spare star paper and put one of the stickers. This one says magic. This I fussy cut out of the paper. There's a black and white paper that has all these little icons. I fussy cut that out and this out as well, just to embellish, to balance out those squares. And so this one's really simple. And then the last page just has the card that says don't be afraid. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus, and I thought that was a really nice kind of finishing tie-in. And again, the back is like the front cover with the packaging here. So that is this little autograph book. I really hope you enjoyed this little flip through of it. I have a write-up up on the blog, so I will leave all the links down below to the Fairy Tale Club, to the blog, to everything, like I always do. And I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye!